Assalamu alaikum everyone. I hope you are doing amazingly well. So my name is HUMNA and welcome to my channel. Every single day I ask Allah Mia, tell me, which name do I remember you with? So every single day I share a video talking about a name that comes through intuitively when I pick from my book. So let's see what we get guided to as to what is it that Allah Mia wants us to see him as today. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. MashaAllah, wow. Ya Ghafoor, the all-forgiving. I have been struggling with the idea of forgiveness for myself, and I find it very easy to forgive others for their mistakes, but there's been certain things in my life, not certain, a lot of things in my life that I find very hard for myself to forgive me. And so just last night I was saying it to myself that I forgive myself and I forgive myself. You ask Allah for forgiveness, of course, but then you also have to learn to forgive yourself. Now I'm getting emotional because he's guiding me through this name, that if he who is all merciful and all forgiving forgives us and says that, come and repent and I will forgive you, how can we not forgive ourselves? Like, how can I not forgive myself? So I'm so emotional, my God. But yeah, he's reminding us this through this name. Let me read from my book for you all about this name. It made me cry because the first thing it says in my book here is Al-Ghaffar is inexhaustible forgiveness. It is repetitive. Even though you may repeat the same error over and over again, you never come to the end of God's forgiveness, which is inexhaustible. A form of the root of Al-Ghaffar means a substance bees make that the Arabs used to fill in the cracks of dried out old leather water skin so that it no longer leaks. Divine forgiveness repairs human dryness and brittleness in a similar way. It says here, invocation of Ya Ghaffar offers a healing salve that is an antidote for self-loathing, guilt and blame. It is especially useful to bring this emanation of divine forgiveness into the places where you have been marked by the impressions of self-deficiency that have reinforced time again. Al-Ghaffar brings moisture back into the system. An even more complete realization of the nature of divine forgiveness may occur when this name is paired with Ya Ghafoor, which shares the same root. So basically it's saying that you can recite both these names together, Ya Ghaffar and Ya Ghafoor together. Let me see what Ya Ghafoor is. You guys won't believe this. I actually picked the name from my book, Ya Ghafoor. But when I opened my other book, I was led to the name Ya Ghaffar. And through Ya Ghaffar, I read the whole thing, got emotional, had a cry. And then I was reminded that it was Ya Ghafoor that I was actually directed to. Now then I went to the meaning of the Ya Ghafoor, and it says Al-Ghafoor is the essence of forgiveness because it reveals the depth of the divine heart. Ghafoor means to forgive all the way into the deepest possible place, all the way to the ground floor. It is the divine forgiveness that penetrates into the most repressed secrets in our hearts. Its presence allows us to accept that there is forgiveness even for the worst crime we have ever committed in our life, or the worst crime ever been done to us. Al-Ghafur is a healing salve for human beings' deep sense of being wounded that is due to self-identification with shame and unworthiness. It shares the same root as Al-Ghaffar. A physical plain meaning from the same root tells us the substance that the bees make, that we spoke about and we read about in the other one. And we're being asked to recite this name together today. It's Ya Ghafoor, and the other one is Ya Ghaffar. And I truly needed this because I'm struggling. He always guides us in a way that it's almost overwhelming feeling that knowing that he's holding us, listening to us, and being with us constantly. Like, it's not like it's not like your mother who's like there with you when she's present with you, when she's not present with you. She's not present with you, or your father or your siblings or your spouse or whatever, your children, right? When they are there with you, they are there with you half the time. They're not even there with you, they're on the screens, but they're at least physically there. But with the divine, with Allah, when you connect with Allah and the way he comes through to you through his names, with these two names, he's reminding us that it's magical. It's like when you feel the synchronicities of the universe, it's overwhelming to recognize that he chooses to speak to us. He makes himself visible to us through so many avenues, so many spaces, and yet we miss out on connecting with it. And Ya Ghaffar and Ya Ghafoor makes me feel like, if he is so forgiving, how are we not forgiving towards each other or to ourselves? How big is our ego to think, I'm never going to forget this person, or I'm never going to forgive myself for what I've done wrong. And he is saying through these words that no matter what you have done and what has been done to you, you are able to forgive. I'm so emotional about when it comes to when these synchronicities happen, and it's like blows me away. So I will go and do my sajda now, but I hope that these two names, like I will do a zikr with them, but listening about them and getting to know these two names through this video makes you want to research more and understand that he forgives us, and he's reminding us that he's the one who created us, and by using his names to channel that attribute within ourselves, also to practice forgiveness for others and towards ourselves, and know that he is all forgiving. Like, if he can forgive us, then how are we not able to forgive ourselves? And we are so weak and broken in front of him, and he is telling us that we can do this, and by using his names we will be able to do this. I hope that I am able to forgive myself, and so are you, if there is anything that you need to be forgiven, because there's always something. I think I can't go on because I'm too emotional. It's overwhelming for me, but I'm sending you lots of love, light and happiness, and I wish you all well. So take care, everyone, and send me a message or comment if it resonates with you. Share it if you feel like it. But sending you love always.